You had some players selected for their international teams, like Guillermo and another player, I believe. Wesley, yes. What's that like for those guys? We'll talk about their development and being able to be on such a big stage like that for them.
Yeah, it's great for them. It's a great opportunity to go and show what they've got, show that hopefully they're learning with us when they're playing. So I think they've both continued to do really well when they've been playing with us. They've come on already. The aim is to continue their development, and that's what we're doing. I'm sure a tournament like that can only be good for them.
How do you handle that as a coach now? You've dealt it from the academy perspective, but now as a head coach, you're letting your guys go for an international tournament like this. How do your feelings on that?
Happy for the players that get selected. It's something everybody wants to do. They want to play for their country. The boys have deserved the opportunity. I've not seen the other players that play for the country, obviously, but I think they've deserved the opportunity from what we've seen with them. And in terms of developing young footballers, I think it's fantastic for them.
And how do you handle that just as a coach now? Because your roster, it's just two guys who've played significant minutes for you. How do you just handle that?
I think it's opportunities for other players that are here. So anytime anyone is not playing for whatever reason, it's an opportunity for someone else in our group. That's the way that we look at it every week anyway. This World Cup makes it a little bit different. We can actually plan for it because they're gone for a significant length of time as well. It's not a day-to-day one, which in effect makes it a little bit easier for us to plan.
We just spoke with Dylan, and I was just talking to him. You've played, I believe, at least 3 goalkeepers, at least this year. How do you keep not everyone happy, but how do you deal with that rotation just as far as training and playing, make sure everyone's just with the system?
They're no different from any other position in that respect. The ones that are sometimes trained with the first team, sometimes with us, and then potentially at the weekend they could be brought to us to play. It's not like we know last minute. But the back four has not been a consistent back four anyway. It's got a goalkeeper that they can't play with no one else behind them. So we've got a good group of defenders that can handle goalkeepers, and it's not like we're throwing in goalkeepers that don't know what they're doing either. We're throwing in top line goalkeepers. The 3 that played for us this year are all top liners. So.
And how about Dylan? Oh, sorry, cutting you off, Coach. How about Dylan? What's his development just going from the collegiate level now here with you?
He's been outstanding since the day that he walked in. You can see that he's going to be a top goalkeeper. He's getting opportunities to play at a different level that he's played before, and he's handled everything that's come at him. Good with his feet, good saves, makes good decisions. So we've got high hope for Dylan, like we do with a good number of the guys.
Yeah, and then also we talked to Jackson, another teenager that's been getting a lot of significant time for you. What about him? Just going from that, you worked with him last year with the academy, now on the pro level. What have you seen from him this year?
Seen that he's handling things that are getting thrown at him. Again, the same as Dylan. Different situations come up. He's playing against grown men that have been MLS players, never mind playing USL for a number of years. So he's able to handle that. He's physically able to do it. He's getting a little bit more streetwise in terms of the games and how to use his body and that sort of thing. The demands are a little bit different than they are when you're playing guys your own age. So he's definitely growing. He's definitely improving, and he's moving in the right direction.
And then one last thing for players who've seen significant time, Bienvenue. We've seen him play at least the last 2 matches. What have you seen from him and his development just so far with the squad?
I think you've seen it yourself even in the games. He came on, the first game that he came on, and he showed a little bit of speed, a little bit of pace, directness. So we brought him on at half-time last weekend, and he did the same thing, slightly probably even more effective. So good performance from him. Difficult for a young guy like that coming to a different continent, never mind a different country, and language barrier, everything that goes with it. But he's settling into the group, making every effort to improve his English, which he's doing already. So he's fitting in nicely.
I was going to say, do you know much French? I guess French is his primary language. I believe, is it French?
Yeah, he speaks French. Yeah.
Do you know much French just through your international? How do you communicate with not only someone who's French, but maybe Spanish or any other language? How do you?
French is actually not too bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did French at school, and as part of the pro license, we had to study a language as well. So I brushed up on that a little bit. Something to practice on our own. I guess you do. So it's something that's a work in progress, but it's something I can say bits and pieces to him. But he's a clever young footballer and he knows what we're trying to do. So sometimes the language barrier gets overstated, but in terms of being around the group, it's difficult for a young guy like that. But once he steps onto the grass, I think he understands what we're trying to do because he's a clever footballer.
How big of a disappointment with Crompton in the US?
It's a disappointment for Andrew, I'm sure. But I think he's when things like that happen, you've got to use it as a motivation. So we have a player that we potentially wouldn't have had for a month. So in terms of our squad and the first team squad, it's another player at a time when a lot of players are getting taken away. For Andrew personally, I'm sure he will be disappointed. As we are as a club, we knew he were affected, but we don't control who selects our players. We can only try to get them prepared and be ready for it. But it's number one thing is it's a motivation for Andrew to show that in this period when he's going to play for us, hopefully get some time in the first team as well, that he should have been at a World Cup, and that's on Andrew to try and take that and grasp that and go through it.
Have you had a chance to speak with him since the decision was made?
No, I have not, because they were, when I saw it, the first team were already on the field this morning. So it's not something I think that needs a whole lot of discussion. I think it's pretty straightforward. You're in or you're out. And it's not, if Tab Ramos gives them reason, he gives them reasons. It's not, there's nothing that comes from our end. The only message is we can't control that, and we can only use it as a motivational tool for Africa.
George Campbell's not available. How's that going to hurt you with this upcoming matchup against Bethlehem?
Anytime you lose a good player, it hurts you. So we have a number of players that can step in and play, and potentially not even step in. That's kind of derogative to them as well. But we've got a number of options week to week. Losing George is obviously never good, especially in terms of his own development. But he suffered for getting sent off, and you take your medicine and you move on. So he'll be ready again next week, and hopefully on the back of a win for the group.
Tough road trip coming up, 3 straight matches away. How do you prepare the team just being away from their home ground for the extended amount of time?
Yeah, well, we do 3 road trips. One of flights, two of them are flights. One's a road trip, but we've handled being on the road pretty good so far. I think the team enjoy it. It's different environments. We certainly enjoy playing at home in front of our own fans, but I think when you go on the road, these young guys have sometimes not played at these stadiums. So we're going to go to the Philly Union Stadium. We're going to play in Kansas City, then go to Charleston right before Memorial Weekend, where I'm sure it's going to be a busy game, busy crowd, something that we've already shown we can handle when we went to Memphis.
And then the last thing for me, starting to see a lot of your guys get that first team minutes. Dion got on and had a goal taken away, but still he was there. We're seeing Gallagher get some time. What's that like for you, seeing guys that were starting with you earlier in the year and now being in the first team rotation?
It's great, and that's always the aim. The team is here to facilitate the first team, and when we can help players along their way, it's great. It's good for the coaching staff, it's good for all the players to see that there's a pathway to the first team, and this is a pathway from the academy lads right through us to the first team, and it's been shown. It's not something we've talked about our team, it's not something that we say we'll play academy kids and we don't do it. We play them. If they're ready to start, they're going to start games, and they're going to get plenty of meaningful minutes.